beach is literally the easiest part of everything here on that island. What we did yesterday, the inland tracks, they were pretty bad. Holes and water everywhere, and especially when it was raining. It was very dark in the woods, or in the rainforest rather. But here, just driving along the beach where the sand is firm is really easy, very fun. We were not planning to drive up as much north as we are already at the Red Canyon, but we decided, because it's so easy and you can easily make 70, 80 k's an hour, we decided to go all the way to the top to Indian Heads, I think is the name, and then see what we do there. It's not even noontime, it's nearly 12, maybe we'll have lunch now and grill some snags. Snags are sausages. Okay, so this is Yirong, which is just 1.5 kilometers from our campsite. There is a general store, but obviously everything is super expensive. There is even fuel. Pretty nice town. Many people stay here, get their accommodation, but of course it's too expensive for us poor backpackers. But check out the fuel. Okay, that's diesel, 3.20 per liter, and petrol is 3.10 per liter. Crazy. Crazy.
For a small one?
Yeah, for a can, 550. Okay, so Yirong is here. We're camping somewhere around here, that area, and we've driven all the way up to the Champagne Pools today. This is called the 75-mile beach. So it's over 100 kilometers of driving that we've done along the beach today. And this is where we landed with the ferry. So we had to cross here first. This is where we're staying, and tomorrow we'll probably go to Lake Mackenzie again. And then on Thursday, so in 2 days, we need to catch the ferry and go back to Australia mainland. Alrighty guys, it's just 4 p.m, but I feel smashed. I really feel like it's the end of the day already. I think it's a good time to call it a day, because just driving up and down all the time, believe it or not, but traveling is very exhausting. Like literally, yesterday we went to bed at 8 p.m. William is going to the beach. And I think this is what I'll be doing as well. I'll not be swimming or anything, it's pretty dangerous, but I'll just chill, grab my camping chair, put it on the dunes, and just do some work on the laptop. What I do every evening is transfer all files from my camera, from William's GoPro, from his iPhone to my SSD, and that always takes a while, and yeah, just sort the pictures and everything. And then I also have some Chinese input. Even though we have no reception here, just over here in Yirong we had some Wi-Fi. I was smart. I was just thinking ahead a bit because I knew we will have no reception here, so I downloaded some Chinese videos, some vlogs, and just some Chinese conversations, which I always watch on my phone before going to bed. And this is what I think. The camera is so heavy, my shoulder hurts. I think this is what I'll be doing for the rest of the day. Just chilling there, the sun is down already, and then, you know, just do some work on the laptop, get some input on the phone, read some Chinese stories, and that's pretty much it. What I also wanted to say, guys, probably if there are any experts out there who also do lots of four-wheel driving, you may probably think, what is this idiot doing there with an Nissan X-Trail on Frazer Island? I know, okay? Just let me tell you that before that I had a Toyota Prado. Unfortunately it broke down like a year ago or something. It was a beautiful car. I can also put up some pictures here. Oh man, I was in love with that car. It had a very high clearance, very big tires. It would be the perfect car for driving on Frazer Island. I also did lots of four-wheel driving with the Prado, but unfortunately the engine just broke down all of a sudden, just blew up the engine, and now this is all we got. I don't want to complain though, it brought us to so many places. Of course the tires are not pretty good, and the biggest disadvantage is very low clearance. So on solid sand it's doing a pretty good job, but the biggest struggle it has with soft sand. So upon entering this site here, there is lots of soft sand and we almost get bogged there, so almost stuck in the sand. Overall, yesterday you saw it yourself, there were lots of holes and up and downs, and this is where it really reaches its limits, because on soft sand you lose the control of the vehicle and you notice that it's just sliding sometimes, and there is lots of sand hitting the car. Like you can feel that the sand we're driving on is hitting the bottom of the car, and this is no good. Of course, we definitely need to give it a very, very good wash and wash out all the sand and even salt water that splashed on it. Here's some bird shit even. Yeah, it's really probably, from what you can do on Frazer Island, the bare minimum. Like all cars we see, literally all cars are bigger than our car. In terms of wheels, in terms of clearance, in terms of everything. And so I know already what everybody thinks when they see our car. They think like, what are these idiots doing here with that Nissan X-Trail with that low clearance? But honestly, it's alright if you don't do too risky stuff, if you don't drive into soft sand slowly, because the only way we can drive over soft sand is really with full speed and not stop. We have a shovel though, so, but we didn't have to shovel yet. Anyway, now I spoke enough and it's time to call it a day. Yo! That's my office.
Tomorrow.
What do you think? Should everyone visit Frazer Island if they go to Australia?
Absolutely.
It was so nice.
But not in a weather like this. Today is actually the worst weather.
Yeah, it's very rainy. But actually our car was very good. What would you rate the island?
10.
10.
10 out of 10.
10 is good, yeah. And there we're just waiting for the ferry.
Whatever also means app.
So we're zeige mal, wie es hier in der Ferry aussieht. So sieht's aus.
Alright guys, our time in Frazer Island, or it is formerly known as Frazer Island, it is now called Kegari, is over. We've been here 4 days. Today really just departure, and the weather really sucks. It's so rainy. So we're happy that we had at least a few days of pretty good weather. Today our biggest goal is really just to get some good food and a shower, because I feel so stinky, even though I took a bath in Lake Mackenzie yesterday. But you know, you need some body wash and some shampoo. I feel somewhat disgusting. So we'll definitely go to Anytime Fitness, where we have a club membership, so we can go to any club and take a shower. Not far from here, but of course as soon as we land we have to inflate our tires again, then we have to eat something, then take a shower, then find a camping spot, because tomorrow we're going to visit the Australia Zoo, which is pretty famous because I think it is founded by Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. And yeah, then tomorrow morning we'll head off back home. So yeah, 2 more days on the road, and then we have finished our 1-week road trip. It's Thursday today, and on the night from Sunday to Monday I'll be dropping off William at the airport, and then it's time to say farewell. So for the context, I came to Australia in August 2022 and lived in Sydney and Adelaide. William joined in August 2023, so after a year, and now it's the beginning of May and he's going back to Germany, while I will still continue traveling the world, so to say. So he visited me for half a year, which I really appreciate. And William was really the only friend I had my entire life. Even though oftentimes I was extremely annoyed of him, I really appreciate our friendship because it's a 20 years friendship. And no matter who I meet in my future life, even my future wife, nobody can replace such a person like William, because we literally grew up together and we saw each other growing up. So even though William and I are very, very different, I really appreciate this friendship. Though I don't really say that often because I can't really talk about my emotions. So William, when you see this video, you will be back in Germany already. Please eat a kebab in my name, and I hope you like the present that I prepared for you. I hope it's already hanging on the wall. Maybe I'll put up a photo here if William is back in Germany already, and I'll be editing the video after. Yeah guys, and that's basically it. So I really hope you enjoyed this travel vlog. I decided to allow you to have a very personal insight into my personal life, so that you get to know me a bit more, who I am as a person, my different sides, because I am mostly that intellectual geek who studies languages in his room, but on the other side I can also be a pretty rough guy, I would say. I mean, I work physical work with my hands, and I love traveling and that kind of lifestyle where you sleep in a tent. It's not very comfy, and I haven't showered in 4 days already. You know, but these are all different parts about me, and I wanted you to see that this is also a part of me, just traveling and, you know, being a bit wild. And I'm really looking forward to see the feedback. Maybe I'll do that more often, but of course for the near future, the videos as regular are planned, just videos about language learning and that kind of stuff. Though if it is your desire, dear viewer, I can record a video where I talk about my travel plans for this year, because I have many plans. I want to go to Thailand, I want to go to New Zealand, maybe to Bali. Maybe I'll visit China this year already for just a week. Then next year, early next year, I will probably go to Pakistan again. I'm planning to go to Alaska next year, and you know, all that kind of stuff. Maybe it's a good idea to vlog my travels as well. But for now, as long as I'm just sitting at home and doing that kind of stuff, I will be just doing the videos as regular. Actually, somebody is inflating their tires behind me. I'll go and ask them, because we don't have a compressor with us. We would need to drive to the servo means fuel station, in Australian Australian slang, and the servo is like 13 kilometers away. So we would be driving 20 k's an hour on the sealed road and slow down the whole traffic behind us. So it would be good if we could inflate our tires now. So I'll go and ask the guys. Yeah, and that's it basically. I really hope you got to know me a bit more and maybe can identify yourselves more with me, or maybe you think what a creep is that dude who doesn't shower for 4 days. Maybe you disassociate yourself more with me, but who cares? That's just who I am. Alright guys, that's it. Auf Wiedersehen, bye bye, do svidania, wale, zaijian.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
God bless.